tell me about the LG Optimus 2X.
This is one of the first, of course, Tegra 2 phones, Tegra 2 based phones that has dual cores for processing. It gives you much better multitasking, multi-threading performance, even loading web pages faster because of all the threads can be spawned to go grab different elements of the web pages, and better flash. Okay, so we have full GPU acceleration using GeForce based graphics that's built into Tegra 2, very powerful, the most powerful graphics in a mobile platform chip architecture today.
One of the better ideas I've seen.
Also, just gaming experience that is literally console quality in many respects. So you can actually use this phone and play games. There's a game we have called Dungeon Defenders that's on here. We can actually play against people on PS3, Xbox 360, and play on a mobile phone or a tablet that's Tegra 2 enabled.
You don't have it on there by chance, do you?
I happen to have it on there.
Oh yeah, I'd love to. If you're comfortable with it.
I can show you this. So the other thing is the camera capability and being able to take 1080p video record and 1080p playback. No other phone today does 1080p, and both video encode and decode essentially. So just very fast, very smooth user interface, accelerated by the dual core architecture. So powerful overall phone, powerful experience. So I can show you right now one of the games, again called Dungeon Defenders, that is a really cool new game. Go to Applications, and I believe we'll have to go down here and find it somewhere on this phone. It is, oh no, there it is. Whew. Sorry, we have different phones passing around here.
So it's a 1 GHz dual core Tegra 2 dual core processor.
Correct.
4.5-inch display on that one.
Yes.
Right. And what's the camera on the back? It's
8 megapixel on the back, and I believe 1.2, 1.3 on the front.
1.3 on the front.
Yep.
You have your front-facing camera there.
Okay. And we're going into the game now. Let me start playing a little Dungeon Defenders here. This is going to be in local mode. We're not playing against anybody right now. If we were to play multi-user mode, we would be able to play much smoother than we could, say, with non-dual core phones. Because why? Because with multi-user and going over a network, having that additional horsepower to process the network interaction, plus the gameplay, really benefits from the dual core. So the dual core helps accelerate this sort of game in a big way, so it's a smooth experience when you're playing multi-user in particular.
Well, this was the one you guys showed off at the press conference.
This is the one we showed at the press conference this morning, and we're playing on different platforms, so multi-platform gaming, just to show that it's here. And of course on a tablet even, it would probably look a lot cooler too, bigger, and you have the ability to just run higher frame rates, more graphical effects, and even more levels. So Dungeon Defender will have a version coming out soon that will actually add more levels for Tegra. So an advanced version of Dungeon Defenders for Tegra-based phones. Okay, and let's go close that and get into the game. And now I can be in a situation where I can be running around here, and I'll be, very responsive as I move my finger around the player. And soon there'll be a bunch of little dudes that will come and try to kill me. But I'm just going to kind of walk around to give you a sense of interactivity, zoom out, kind of scroll around a little bit, move around with my fingers that aren't not reacting. There we go. I think I'm dehydrated.
I don't know how to play these either.
Yeah, that's okay. That's okay. We're cool. So anyway, really good interactive gaming. You'll see a lot more games that are going to be engineered to work on Tegra as, say, maybe a different code path. And we'll have an area on the NVIDIA website called Tegra Zone, that you can actually get to from these phones called Tegra Zone. It'll give you a lot of games that are optimized, content that's optimized for Tegra 2.
Can you talk at all about the battery? I think the concern that the readers had, with a high-end processor, the battery life wasn't going to be as great.
So very, very critical, and that is something that we spent a lot of time engineering, the proper clock management, clock gating, being able to turn off sections of the chip that aren't being used dynamically, dynamic voltage scaling, being able to manage on the GPU side in particular when you're really running all out, running the game, how to manage every last ounce of power to conserve power and only use those units that are used to activate that time. Now, if you're running full out, yes, it'll use a bit more power, of course, but we can still find areas to conserve. There's always some units that aren't quite, fully utilized. We can clock down certain sections. So there's multiple clocks that we can manage. Okay, so power management critical, very, very important. And of course, it's a function of how the vendor, what kind of battery technology they use, and so on and so forth.
I guess we're finally at that convergence between computers and mobile phones.
Absolutely, absolutely.
It is.
Yep.
Much more coverage to come at CES on PhoneDog.com. Be sure to keep it locked on the site. Live from CES, I'm Aaron from PhoneDog.com. Thanks for watching.